I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Raghu Yarlagadda. He is the CEO and founder of FalconX. Raghu, wonderful to have you on the floor. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks so much for having me.
Now, I'm very anxious to talk with you, but before we get started, quick note to viewers, this interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE doesn't recommend any investments or investment strategies. All right, Raghu, so you recently raised $150 million and you're now at an $8 billion valuation in a bear market. So, all right, tell me, why did you do this? What made it so successful?
Absolutely. First off, we are incredibly fortunate that some of the best investors in the world underwrote this. GIC, who's the sovereign wealth fund for Singapore, and then B Capital led the round. I'll break it into two buckets on how this round came about. The first bucket is like the short-term factors and the long-term factors. The short-term factors, despite the market conditions, Q2 was one of our largest customers ever onboarded as a company, and our volumes, despite the market, have been growing meaningfully from Q1 to Q2 as well. So there's this short-term growth that's propelling the business very strongly. But in terms of the mid to long term, Judy, I think it's a bigger story than FalconX. What the investors are seeing, and we have very clear data to say this, is a lot of world's value is tokenizing. Crypto is the first use case, but it could go all the way up to your equities, your fixed income markets and commodities. What investors are excited about is a lot of the technology that we're building today can truly enable other asset classes be truly global, 24/7 and elastic. And that is the data point that they're excited about, and they're seeing tangible results with that data point. So that's how the round came along.
Okay, so now tell me, what are you seeing in the markets with institutional investors?
Absolutely. Over the last 6 months, a lot of institutional investors have been very cautious in the crypto markets because crypto is correlated to the risk on assets. So for that reason, they've been very cautious. So the hottest strategy that's out there in the market is the market neutral strategies. Basis trade, cross-exchange arbitrage has been very popular. However, all of that changed in the last 3 to 4 weeks. Last 3 to 4 weeks, we've seen institutions take meaningful directional bets in the space because of Ethereum merge that's coming in. Ethereum merge is a very profound moment for the space because the entire blockchain space started with proof of work, which is a feature to basically solve the consensus mechanism. Now it's changing to proof of stake, which is much more energy conscious, right? I mean, Ethereum is going to save 99.95% of the energy that it burned before. So because of that, a lot of institutions are excited to come back and take those directional bets because all the ESG funds that never got to play in crypto, now they're excited about the Ethereum proof of stake announcement. So for that reason, institutions are beginning to take directional bets over the last 4 weeks.
All right, so finally tell me, so how is FalconX solving the pain points that institutional investors are facing as they enter the market?
Absolutely. First off, what is FalconX? FalconX is a digital asset brokerage specifically tailor-made for institutions and institutions only. For these institutions, we help them trade, we help them credit, we help them with their custody needs in terms of integration and all of that. Now, what is the thing that we do better than anyone else? It boils down to 3 things, Judy. The first and foremost is we're market risk neutral. What that means is, I give you the best of trading, credit and clearing without taking directional risk. I never trade against you as an institution. And that's super important. Over the last 6 months, some of the competitors took directional bets that didn't pan out at all. And that's dangerous for an institution who is facing that their counterparty is taking that meaningful risk. Number one, we do not take market risk. Number two, discretion and minimizing market impact. Right? Because we work exclusively with institutions, all the trading patterns, the trading data, if you want to execute $1 billion trade, and if you go directly to exchanges, the world is going to know about that because of the exchange liquidity and how you're settling on the wallets. Discretion is something that FalconX can add to your table. Last but not the least, I think from a regulatory standpoint, we're regulatory ready. Meaning we are the first and only CFTC regulated, or we have the swap dealer license from NFA that helps us underwrite swaps for institutions. And why does that matter? You are one of the largest traditional institutions in the space and you do not want to physically touch Bitcoin for a variety of different reasons. I can underwrite a swap through FalconX and that's all you need. So using US dollar, you can get exposure, the best of what is crypto, very easily from FalconX. So those are the 3 areas, I would say.
Okay, all right, well, congratulations again on fundraise and congratulations to you and the success of your company.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk.
Yeah, thank you.